When there's something creative you need to do, where do you get your inspiration? Now, some artists and musicians get their inspiration through nature, and some get their way from people, the way they live their lives and their experiences. Now, others have muses who inspire them to sing or paint. And there are a few people who get their inspiration from something unusual like food or animals. Now, I would say my inspiration would be, all my fans, family, and friends around me. They actually uplift me and help me to motivate myself to want to sing more and entertain people. Now, what gives you guys inspiration? Make sure to tweet us and call us or whatever it is you want to do to let us know with the first song going out right now. This is Jason Derulo with In My Head. That was Jason Derulo with In My Head. And you guys are tuned into TBS efm 101.3 listening to What's Poppin'. But for now, a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, here are a couple things I'd like to tell you guys. Send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com if you have any questions or you just want to leave some messages, some positive vibes as well. Also, you can check our playlist on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. We also upload pictures of our open studio, so make sure you guys check out those pictures. Some goofy pictures as well, some serious pictures of me, Punita, Alexander, some guests who come in. So it's fun. Go check it out. Also about our open studio next week, y'all. Guess what we're doing? We're having a special Christmas show for the 25th, but pre-recording on the 16th. That's next Monday. It's going to be open studio. So please come to the station by 10:50 a.m. to start a show at 11 a.m. And we'll be having special guests that day like Lee Jung-ah, Palo Alto, Be Free, Occasion of Highlight Records, and an a cappella group called Exit. They'll be joining us and performing live that day, so you don't want to miss out. Also, even though we're having our Christmas special, we have our normal Wednesday open studio next week as well. And that's also at 11 a.m. So try to be here by 10:50 a.m. at the latest to get situated and seated. And you won't want to miss out on that one because that day, me, Punita, and Alexander will be singing some Christmas carols for you guys to keep you guys warm during the holiday season. So please join us next week. There's 2 open studios next week. Once again, Monday the 16th and Wednesday the 18th. Now, with that said, it's time for Pop a Verse. Now, what I'm going to do right now is drop some verses on y'all about my thoughts, what we gave you on the very beginning of our show. So y'all try to figure out what song I took it from. Here we go. Now, we all live in a very creative society where even something as technical as analysis requires creative thinking. But sometimes it's hard to be creative no matter how hard you try to squeeze it out. Well, if your creative juices aren't flowing right now, then how about you guys go out and exercise? Did you know that when you exercise, it affects your learning abilities? Plus, it keeps your brain young and enhances your cognitive thinking, which has everything to do with creativity. So, many studies show that your body movement is heavily linked with the way your brain functions. So, the less you move around, the less likely you'll be creative. Also, your brain won't be as sharp as it should be. So, instead of racking your brains for, things to come out of thin air, how about you guys go out, get some fresh air, run around a little bit, and then your brain will be like, we'll fly up, up, here we go, go, up, 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 here we go. Yeah. That was Far East Movement featuring Ryan Tedder of One Republic with Rocketeer. What a great song. Right now we're on TBS efm 101.3 with What's Poppin', and we're talking about, the winter season and, how it's important to work out in the winter season. A lot of people are scared to go outdoors because it's too cold to work out. It's too cold to run. But like I said, if you want to be creative, get your creative juices flowing, you got to move around a little bit. If you sit on your butt all day, guess what? You ain't going to be creative. It won't work. All right, guys? And if you go outdoors, you'll actually wake up a little more. A lot of people are like, I'm too tired all day. Go outside. That chilling air will actually cut you like a razor blade, wake you up, make you feel good, actually. You need that cold air sometimes. With that said, right now we're going to get to another song before we get into my tips, of course. This is Shane Ward with Breathless. O to the M to the G, y'all. Guess what time it is? It's time for Brian's tips to tip the scale. Now, when I mean tip the scale, I don't necessarily mean losing weight. What I mean, I'm going to give you guys all kinds of health tips so you can tip your scale towards a better life. Now, you guys know the temperatures are dropping here in Korea every passing day. And because of that, less people are out on the streets. Everybody's looking for a place to chill indoors. And afterward, people finding an excuse to simply go home and crawl into bed. But if you stay cooped up in the house all the time, not only is your body going to be unhealthy, but you're also killing creativity, like I said earlier. So my tip for you guys today is go out and work out. Now, the cold. Chilling air might hit you guys hard, so give it a little additional tip, or I'm going to give you an additional tip. So warm you guys up, take some baby steps, y'all. Don't rush out and start running. You need to stretch a little bit. Get those muscles stretched out, warmed up, so don't hurt yourself or sprain anything, all right? Plus, if your body's not used to the cold weather, you need an adjustment period, so take it slow and pick it up later. Don't try to do some crazy workout, all right, when you guys are all cold and need to warm up your bodies and stretch and all. And wear layers of clothing. So if you're warm in the beginning, you can start sweating. And once you start sweating and you're like, it's too hot, that's when you can slowly take off some of the layers and stuff. A lot of people, when they work out, they're like, I don't like working out with a sweatshirt or some sweatpants. I just want a t-shirt. I dare you right now, wear a t-shirt and go outside for 10 minutes. And tell me how cold it is. Exactly. You don't want to do that. You want to wear a sweatshirt, sweatpants, and slowly warm your bodies up. And once you start sweating and the creative juices start flowing, take off your sweatpants, sweatshirts, but make sure you have some shorts under your sweatpants, because if you don't, you're going to look like a fool. All right. And then also, when the cold air hits you, you're probably going to realize, you know what? This feels good. But guess what? You guys don't know that your bodies actually are dehydrated. A lot of people are thinking the cold air, I'm not exhausted. I'm fine. I don't need water or whatever, whatnot. But you actually need it. The cold air actually messes with your brain. So make sure you guys are hydrated as well, because if you're not hydrated, what happens later on, your muscles will have like spasms. I've had that experience when I'm thinking, I'm fully hydrated. You do a crazy workout, can't finish the workout, and some random part of your body, like, I think it was my calf muscle, the muscle actually tensed up and started going like in spasm stuff. And I realized the coaches were telling me, you need to hydrate yourself. The winter season does dehydrate you guys, so keep that in mind. And also, you guys might think, this is difficult at first, but there's so many perks of working out in the cold weather. And one of them being is you actually burn more fat, because your body has to burn, and to warm up, it has to, burn fat. That's what happens. So naturally, if you work out outdoors during the winter season, not only are you going to wake yourselves up, you're also burning more fat, better circulation, and you're building a better immune system. So my thing to you guys today is get out, work out in the cold. If you haven't worked out for 6 months to a year, take it slow. Don't rush into things, guys. All right, y'all. But right now, we're going to get to a song. Maybe this song will motivate you guys to work out. This is Gwen Stefani featuring Akon with The Sweet Escape. We're back with part 2 of What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3. Rapper Johnny Flo won't be joining us today. You guys know that. We have a new guest for Poppin' Beats. I'm not going to say her name. Oops, I said her, so y'all know it's a girl. I got excited. But for now, a word from my sponsors. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, now it's time for Poppin' Beats. And today, we won't be having Johnny Flo. Yes, we're going to have a very, 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 very special guest. I don't know her that well, so hopefully we get to know each other as time goes by, and but if she does well, Johnny won't be coming back at all. Johnny, I'm just playing with y'all, but I would like to introduce, actually, can you introduce yourself for all the listeners out there right now?
Yes, hello, everybody. This is Jolly V, and I am a underground K-hip hop artist. Mm-hmm. And yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And today, you're going to be taking over for Johnny until he gets back,
yeah,
of course.
I am.
For Poppin' Beats.
Poppin' Beats.
So now we're going to test you, because sometimes
right.
people come in here like, yeah, I know hip hop, I know some beats. And when they break it down, they're like, I don't know the information of that. And then they go to their phones and try to Wikipedia it right on the spot. So we're going to test you, see how good you are. Because if you are, sorry, Johnny, if she's better than you, you ain't coming back. That's how it works in life. Alrighty. Now today, which artist did you bring with you?
All right, so I have Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Common, and De La Soul today with me. And so, it's been getting chilly these days, and I know that everybody's, craving for that heartwarming, that rich, that soulful food. So just like that, I thought maybe I should prepare some soulful hip-hop tracks for y'all.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
so far we like. So far, if this was Facebook, click, like, there you go.
Like it, y'all.
All right, so Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Now, the song that you brought was?
Yes, They Reminisce Over You. It's short for Troy. And I'll explain that later on.
Okay, I see T-R-O-Y. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, first of all, I'd like to kind of give a short intro about Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
All right.
They are a hip-hop duo from Mount Vernon, New York.
Okay.
And they made their debut with their EP in 91, All Sold Out, and their first studio album, Mecca and the Soul Brother, in 92. And
wow, that's a long time ago.
Yes, it is.
1991, 92. So now, I'm pretty sure a lot of kids nowadays won't know the song.
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
a
so
lot
good
of
thing
people
you
were-
brought to the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born around that year, I guess.
How old is Pete Rock?
Pete Rock, he's like, wait, oh, okay.
He's like
so
40.
he was,
I'm looking at the year. Oh my gosh, he's
He
old.
was born in 1970.
Because I'm looking at the years they debuted, he came out the single. I'm like 1991, so maybe they're like born in the 80s. But 1970?
70, yes.
Wow.
He's pretty old, but he's still staying strong as a hip hop producer now. Yeah, he's known for his works with A Tribe Called Quest.
Love him.
ATCQ. And The Roots, The Gang Starr.
love 'em.
Well, CL Smooth, on the other hand, he didn't really keep up with his music stuff after they departed later on. But anyway, back to the track, They Reminisce Over You. The single is from their debut studio album.
Okay.
It's been like huge song throughout the whole decade. It's just a staple of hip hop. Represent the early 90s and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's about their lost friend, Troy, from Heavy D the Boys back in 1990. So that's why They Reminisce Over You stands for Troy.
That's
their
smart.
old friend.
I wonder if they actually thought of the friend's name first and be like, hey, there's T-R-O-Y. Well, how can we make that into a title that fits the song?
Yeah, they probably did, think about that for a long time, I think.
That actually is a very creative title.
Yes, it is.
That's cool. They did that for the friend. Okay, cool.
So it's a reminiscing song, really. So for
now,
those,
is this more underground or would you say more mainstream, this track?
it didn't really like top charts all the time back in the day when it was actually out.
Okay.
But it's been on like the greatest hip hop songs for like, I don't know, the past decade or so in like many magazines. So it is just one of the hip hop tracks you have to listen.
Well, we're going to do that right now.
All right.
I'm very eager to check it out. This is Pete Rock and CL Smooth with They Reminisce Over You. Yeah, that was once again Pete Rock and CL Smooth with They Reminisce Over You, or Troy. Great song. Good song. So far, we likes. That's the second like.
Likey.
Yes. If this was YouTube, like I said, or Facebook, like, click on that like. But right now, we're going to get to the second artist, and the second artist is
De La Soul from The Soul.
Yes. And what song are you bringing to the table?
Is Me, Myself, and I.
It's just, it's just me, myself, and I. This is a great song.
It's
a great song.
It is.
This is one of my songs that when my mom used to drive me to school and stuff like that.
Oh.
I played, and my mom would be like, "Ew, my car! What is music? What is this music?" I'm like, "Mom, this is a great track. You shut up. Let's listen to Tejina." I'm like, "Mom, I want to listen to some De La Soul."
Oh, De La Soul from The Soul. yes, yo.
But it's funny because my mom nowadays listens to hip hop and R&B. So she'll tell me news that I don't even know. She goes, "Brian." I was like, "Oh my God. Did you know Jay-Z and Beyonce married?" Like, Mom, how do you know that? You're Korean Ajuma. You're not even supposed to care about that stuff. I love Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh.
That's what my mom's like. So my mom knows the mainstream hip-hop and R&B artists, but she doesn't know De La Soul. So going back to De La Soul, where are they originally from?
They are from Long Island, New York.
Cool.
And they are a trio formed back in 1987. So that's like, wow, that's a long time too. Over 20 years, I guess.
So I'm pretty sure kids nowadays definitely don't know De La Soul.
Come on, you gotta know.
You guys don't know what you're missing out on. A lot of the soul artists nowadays, they probably looked up to De La Soul to get their inspiration. Yep. Alrighty, so they're a trio from New York.
Yep.
They debuted in 1987. Now, what year did the song come out?
The song came out in 1989.
Wow.
And it was the first single off their debut album, 3 Feet High and Rising. And this album was the most successful album out of all the albums the group ever released.
Okay.
And it was a super hit. It was number 1 on the U.S. R&B charts, the U.S. club play charts. And it really, helped the audience get to know who De La Soul is. And
now, are they still around?
They are still around. They even performed at the Rock the Bells festival, I think it was last year.
Okay. Had they come out with new singles or any albums?
Not yet. They said they're still working on their next album.
Okay.
Which would be their 8th studio album, but I don't know how it's going on since we haven't heard from them for a long time.
That is true. But hopefully they'll come back with some good soul music.
Yeah.
Because I love their style. Okay. So like you said, they're big all over for their single. They went number 1. So the group right now, their original members still around? I don't
All
know
of them
anything
are
about
still
them.
around. And okay, so they have a lot of AKAs.
Okay.
The first member, Kelvin, he goes by the name Plug One or Pause the News. And David, he's Trugoy the Dove or Plug Two.
Okay.
And the last member, Vincent, he goes by the name Maceo or Plug Three. So it's like Plug 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's too many names.
So
Why do people? That's one thing. Okay, I love soulful music. I love R&B. I love hip hop. But why do all these hip hop and R&B artists always change their name and confuse
AKAs.
everybody? P Diddy does it. Biggie Smalls did it. Do you do that?
No.
Like, hey y'all, I'm Holly, I'm Jolly, I'm Volley. You know, make up a name.
No.
Choose one name, y'all.
I'll always be Jolly, okay?
I'm gonna change my name every day too. Every day of the week, I'm gonna change it. Hey, this is B Dizzle. I'm gonna be B Dizzle today. Usually I say what? DJ Jazzy Jew. Because my last name is Jew.
Jew.
Yes, so that's what we do. But now it's not DJ Jazzy Jew. That's the old school me. All right, now it's B Diddle. That's my name. What's up, y'all? This is your boy B Diddle.
Diddy.
Yeah, B Diddy.
There we go.
But right now we're not talking about B Diddy or P Diddy. We're talking about De La Soul.
De La Soul.
And for y'all youngsters out there who don't know De La Soul is, check out the song. You guys probably got to be inspired. I can't speak. Inspired by this track. This De La Soul with
Me, Myself, and I. Hey.
Yeah. That was De La Soul with Me, Myself, and I. Great track. All you youngsters right now, you probably like, oh my gosh, I love old school music. Yes, old school is the best. Yes, it is. But right now, we're going to get to the next and final artist of the day, who is
Common.
Oh, Common.
Common.
Now, a lot of youngsters probably don't know that he's a hip-hop artist. They probably think he's an actor because he's been acting a lot.
True.
Yes. And what song did you bring?
Forever Begins. It's a great song.
Okay.
It's from his 7th studio album, Finding Forever. There we go. And, Common, he was born in March 13 from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And he's a well-known artist throughout the hip-hop community. I mean, he won Grammy Awards twice, and I mean, he's an actor as well. He's been starring in great movies like American Gangstar, Wanted, Happy Feet 2.
He was in Happy Feet?
I know, I didn't know that.
Isn't that Penguin animated movie?
I guess he was... I don't know who he was, but anyway, yeah, he's more of an actor these days, but his music definitely comes up strong and soulful as well. And, this song, Forever Begins, is a pretty special track because later, towards the end of the song, his father does this narration about life and about, And, it's a very special album in general for Common because he worked it throughout 2006, and, that's the year when Jay Dilla, one of his closest friends, died. So, yeah, it's a very
so it's an emotional, soulful song. Okay. And this song was written by someone famous, of course, or produced by
Kanye West.
Of course, Kanye.
And he definitely tried to bring out the Jay Dilla kind of vibe throughout the whole album as well as this track. So it's a great contribution track, I guess, for Jay Dilla.
Okay, so for those of you guys who know Common as an actor, give him props because he's a great performer as well. His music's the bomb. It's ill. It's pretty. You guys have to go check it out. Of course, I don't want to dog on his acting as well because he's a great actor as well. I was surprised. There's a lot of hip hop artists when they go on screen, they don't look natural. But Common, he brings it to the table. Yeah. Although
it's just Common.
He plays himself all the time in every movie. I'm just like, that's just Common being Common. That's what it seems like. But he's a great actor. Great song that you brought with us. But this is going to be the last song for a show. We're wrapping things up right now. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to What's Poppin'. Alrighty, y'all. And we're going to play this song for you guys. And what's the name of the song again?
Forever Begins.
By Common. Once again, this is Brian Jew and
Jolly V.
Signing off. Peace, y'all.